Hi, welcome back once again to my channel, My Take. You remember a couple of days I posted my first video. The reason behind it was I was agonized and shocked seeing the surge in corona cases, second wave. It was something like over 1 lakh cases. In India, that broke all the records in the world. India got the dubious distinction of presenting #1 position in case of corona cases. Now, after a couple of days, today is 10th of April, Saturday. Today again there is a shocker. The cases have gone up from 1 lakh to almost 1,50,000. Again, we've broken all the records. It is something like we got the highest in the world. As we keep on talking about coronavirus cases, so always ad nauseum we discuss about positivity rate. What exactly is positivity rate? We'll be discussing it today. Positivity rate, or that shows the number of positive cases, the percentage of positive cases out of the patients or the test we have done it. If the positivity rate is 10%, so as on today in India, the positivity rate has crossed 10%. That means 10% of the people that have been tested for the virus are infected. That shows the gravity of the situation. The more the positivity rate, more people will get infected. That is a very dangerous situation. So what exactly is positive rate and how do we calculate positivity rate? Positivity rate, it's a simple mathematical calculation. We can find out positivity rate by dividing the positive cases upon the total number of tests we have done into 100. That is the percentage. If we, for example, we take it, if we have tested 2 people out of 2, 1 is found to be positive corona case, here the positivity rate will be 0.5. That means 50% of the people tested are positive. So the positive rate, now we'll be discussing what are the consequences of high positivity rate and low positivity rate, how we can decrease the positivity rate, how does it help an individual, the positivity rate, how does it help the government. So let's talk about what does high percentage of positivity means. If the positivity rate is too high, so what does it mean? That means more people are affected. If the positivity rate is very high, that's a very dangerous situation for the economy. That means more people are getting affected. If more people are getting affected, obviously they will be infecting more number of people in the society. How does a high positivity rate? It means we are doing low testing. We're doing low testing. Only when you do low testing, the positivity rate will be high. So how does it help the government? If the positivity rate is high, the government, it guides the government or the public authorities to take stringent measures. What are like measures like lockdowns, maybe weekend lockdowns, maybe night curfews, maybe putting strict controls on the people to wear masks, to maintain social distancing and maintain hygiene. Maybe closing the schools, colleges and educational institutions, closing some of the markets where the crowds come. That is a high positivity rate. And we talk about how high is high. So how do we define, right? So the positivity rate, what is an ideal positivity? Of course, we want, if the positivity rate is 0, that's a dream come true. That means we are free from coronavirus. According to World Health Organization, in May 2020, they said if the positivity rate is 5% continuously for 2 weeks, then that's a good sign. That means it helps the government or the public authorities to give a kind of relaxations in the society. So gradually we can open up schools, gradually we can open up colleges, educational institutions, markets, unlock the society. So we can have the economic revival. So that is, positivity rate should be, according to according to WHO, World Health Organization, it should be 5% continuously for a couple of weeks. And from there we go, does a low positivity mean that we population had got herd immunity? If there is a low positivity rate, maybe 0.5%, 0.2% or something like this, it doesn't mean that we got herd immunity. It doesn't mean that people have become immune. No, that's not the reason actually. It's not a herd immunity. How do we achieve herd immunity? We cannot achieve herd immunity just by reducing the positivity rate. Here, less number of people have got infected, so they will not be infecting more people. So how do we get the herd immunity? There is only one way of achieving herd immunity, that is vaccination. If not, more number of people should be vaccinated. The more vaccination we do in the society, obviously more herd immunity we get it. Or otherwise, following all the protocols of COVID, maintaining social distancing, covering up your face with masks, and maintaining hygiene. So that is it. So how high is the positivity rate and what is an ideal positivity rate? From here we discuss one more topic: how to reduce the percentage of positivity rate. So how do we reduce the positivity when it is too high? I just told you there is only there are a couple of ways we can reduce the positivity rate. Number one is going in for massive immunization program. So with the availability of vaccines now, we should be giving to every citizen in the country the vaccines that will bring the positivity rate, or having all kinds of COVID protocols and quarantining people, testing the people, and after that following it up. You should be advised to go for compulsory quarantine. Okay, that is way, we can reduce the positive. How does more testing help? The more testing we do, so we'll find out how many people are affected. We find out from that how many people have affected with coronavirus. If more people are affected, obviously that is a dangerous situation in the society. They'll infect more number of people, and that is a chain reaction. They keep on infecting people. So we have to reduce. That is, why does more testing help? With more testing we can find out what percentage of people are infected with coronavirus, and we can, after finding it out, we should do the tracing, and after that quarantining, maybe hospitalization, so that there will be less spread of coronavirus. And why does more testing help? We discussed it. Now there is another question here. If I'm in a place with low positivity rate, does this mean I'm immune? No, that's a wrong fallacy, wrong notion. If you are in a place where you have less positivity rate, it does not mean that you are absolutely safe, you are immune. No, definitely not. So if you are in a place with a less positivity rate, there are less chances of you getting infected. But mind it, corona has not gone from the society. That means we are not free from the infection. Maybe temporarily the positivity rate has come down because of the people following the proper protocol, COVID protocol. But it doesn't mean that you are absolutely safe anytime. This is exactly what happened in India. The positivity rate has come down. I remember in Feb, in Delhi, the positivity rate was something like 0.23 or something, 0.25. That was really low. So that time, you remember, the health minister of Delhi Dr. Satyendra Jain, he declared that since the positivity rate has come down, so that's the end of corona. Now again the corona has come back. So that doesn't mean that you are absolutely immune or safe. And the last one we discussed, what should I do if the positivity rate is high? Okay, this is a natural question. If the positivity rate is high, that means you are likely getting infected. There are more chances of you getting infected. So how to avoid it? Avoid going to crowded places, avoid going to school, avoid going to colleges, avoid going to malls, avoid going to theaters, avoid going to other places like attending marriages, attending parties and all. So that will bring, because if the positivity rate is high, so that means more people are affected, more percentage of people are affected, and that they're going to they're going to spread the virus in the society. So as far as possible, try to follow strictly all COVID protocols, that is masking, maintaining social distancing, and washing your hands as frequently as you can. So the last one, how can we find out positivity rate? Positive cases upon number of people tested into 100, that is 100%, right? Positive cases upon number of people tested into 100, we can find out positive rate. If the positive rate is high, that means quite dangerous. That means the virus will spread. There's more people, they keep on spreading it. If the positivity rate is low, that means there is less chances of people getting infected. So we should try to bring down the positivity rate as low as we can with the help of all kinds of vaccines we have and maintaining COVID protocols. That's all we have time for today's video. So till we meet next time, it's goodbye. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and like our videos. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye from Hussein, right? Goodbye, guys.